basically after today, the library will no longer be open for walking in. We have to go back to curbside pickup only. And I just feel like somebody ripped the heart out of my chest. It's like just that one little bit of normal we had. Good morning, everyone. It's raining, if you can hear. It's kind of peaceful sounding. The dog is outside looking for a place to go potty. And we just got groceries. Unfortunately, so much was out of stock. My husband got stuff for s'mores. He didn't realize that I don't eat conventional marshmallows anymore. As of last year, I stopped eating things with gelatin because I am vegetarian and that is not vegetarian. And then they substituted, and we have like 2 bags of marshmallows. When they substitute, you end up with way more for the same price. Can be good in some situations, but now we have too many marshmallows. So if he makes Rice Krispie treats, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat some because I don't want him to feel terrible. He didn't realize that I order special ones usually. So there's that, but also they canceled like all of, well, not canceled, it was out of stock and they didn't substitute it. All of our breakfast stuff, the croissants, hey, leave it, come in. All of the croissants, little donuts for Jax, the apple turnovers, oh yeah, let's go figure out breakfast. Hi guys, as you saw, I took a walk with Siggy. The kids are back at home playing Just Dance. You'll have to excuse me, I just ate and it's making me lose my voice. Not having a good day. I was already struggling a little bit, seeing that change to the gym classes, and I'm not hopeful that I'm gonna get a good answer. I think this is what it's changing to. I don't understand why. There's no reason why I need a craft class. I don't know why they're doing all the classes at like 4 in the afternoon. I don't know. So I was already feeling sad about that, but then the groceries came and like there was none of the treats for breakfast that I tried to get. We're all bummed every weekend that we can't do our Saturday brunches. So that just made me feel like I was starting down into one of those depression cycles. And I was out walking. Sorry, nap is about to start. So I was out walking with Siggy, hoping it would clear my head, when I checked my email and the library writes that's starting Monday, basically after today, the library will no longer be open for walking in. We have to go back to curbside pickup only. And it just felt like somebody ripped the heart out of my chest. It's like just that one little bit of normal we had, being able to go in for a few minutes and browse the shelves and choose our own books in person. It's just been taken away. I'm sure it's going to help a lot of people because the county board of directors, board of supervisors decided to use that one and the other one nearby us as child care centers. I'm just updating my video. Why do you have those? I just put them in the bed. Go back to the bed if you're going to have them. You cannot have them out of the bed. So that's where we are. I'm sure I'll talk to you guys about it tonight, but after I got back from the walk, I just went straight downstairs and sewed a mask because I was fighting back tears. I know it's overreaction, but I was already like feeling myself getting triggered down into another depressive cycle. So now I'm just trying not to cry all day long. But yeah, I sewed that mask. We had a quick snack and now here we are. We're gonna start now and I have bad feelings about it and I really need this. I didn't sleep well and I just really need this for us.
I love you.
Sebastian, what do you have?
So many Lego and a Lego game.
Where did you get all these new Legos?
For my house.
From one of our neighbors. Hello everyone, we are getting ready for bed. The boys are reading in the nursery and it's a little late. They were so into Legos though, but more on that later. I'm obviously in a little bit better headspace right now, but yeah, 2 whammies today. First, our gym format has completely changed. I'm guessing there's less demand for the online classes, and so a bunch of locations have teamed up, but they've just taken away so much. There was 5 options to do preschool classes, gym classes. In the old format, there would be like 1 or 2 maybe that wouldn't work into our schedule, but most everything was midday. It was perfect. They'd be like between 11 and like 1:30. And now there's 2 pre-K gym classes. Both of them are during nap. There's 2 dance classes that we don't really have a setup for. We'd have to do that downstairs and move the trampoline out of the way, and the dog would be obnoxious. And it's right over my husband's head. Those are also both during nap time. And then anything else that's not for the baby level, if I take the baby level stuff out, there's one thing, and that's a 12:30 craft class. I'm not paying $60 a month for a craft class once a week that I buy all the supplies for and have to help him with. So I emailed, I think this morning, to our local little gym, letting them know my concerns, how the schedule completely doesn't work for us, and there's hardly anything that we would actually want out of it anyway. He said, I'm not sure, let me check into this for you. Haven't heard back, but normally on Saturday is when I would get the regular email from our local gym with the schedule for the week, and I didn't get one. I think they're switching over to this, and that is all it is. And they'll probably say, oh, but you can watch recorded classes. No, it doesn't work for him. Hearing his name from the teacher, great job, Sebastian, or come on, Sebastian, you can do it, every now and then in that half an hour class was everything. It was the only reason he would get up and do things. So I didn't sleep very well over this. Jax went to that gym from age 3 to 6. We had like a 6-month hiatus, or almost a year hiatus, because we had Sebastian when Jax was 6.5, and then the earliest they can start is about 4 months old. So as soon as he was he was 2 weeks away from 4 months old, I started him in gym in the baby level, and he's worked all the way up to pre-K when COVID had happened. And we don't feel it's safe for him to go. My husband doesn't even love that we were going to the library, even though I kept our trips to under 10 minutes and it didn't go near anybody. But yeah, let's move on to the library. So when lockdown first happened, the library completely shut down. Couldn't do anything. I had about 60 books on the hold shelf that I had put in right before they shut down. And 2 days before that, we did rush there and get I think each of them had about 30 books. But I was starting to panic. I was like, this is not enough, we need more. And I put a bunch on hold, 25-ish for each of them. And yeah, they shut down before I could get them.
Not letting me tap my foot, but it's really long.
Well, it might make it hard to read. Why don't you guys just compromise, okay? You can stand in the middle of the room and tap. Yeah, so our books were on the hold shelf for like 2.5 months when everything was completely shut down. We read the same books again and again and again. So when they finally opened up curbside, they called us because we had so much on the hold shelf. They were trying to clear it out so we could get the system running. We were one of the first ones to go pick up books curbside. It was like the best, but not the same. It is so hard to find books because if you search their website, you have to put a keyword in. You have to. You can't leave it blank. If I could leave it blank, I could then go into the filters and say children's storybooks and do like filters down just to the right categories. But I have to put in a word. It won't search otherwise, so I have to put in these random words because I just want to browse. I want to see what's there. I want to virtually look through the shelves and pull books out and see if it looks interesting. So when they finally opened it up, we slowly worked our way back up to the confidence of going there and looking. They get like 5 minutes to look at the shelves. They're not allowed to touch the books because if you pull them out, you keep them or you put them in a bin and they go into quarantine for 4 days. We drown ourselves in sanitizer. I'm the only one that's pulling the books out. But it works. We can look along and at least see the spines, and I can like have clean hands and pull out something just a tiny bit with one fingertip and see if we want it. And we got so many books that way over the past couple of months. It's been amazing. But yeah, that's over because the County Board of Supervisors voted to use, I think, several schools and 2 of our local libraries as daycare centers for the essential county workers, such as teachers. Very important, and I'm sure the teachers will be grateful for this, but not so nice for the people who, like me, have been using the library as almost like something to help my mental health. It was this tiny little bit of normalcy that I could have for like 10 minutes a couple times a week. Yes, I was wearing a mask and we'd have to go put our books in a quarantine box and everything was different, but it was the same too. And they were putting out craft kits for us to get a couple times a week, which is amazing. Now I guess I can't send them a photo of the craft kit we just picked up because nobody can see it. I'm glad I got to see their photos up on the wall before they closed down. Try to be supportive though on their post on Facebook. I said thank you for all you do. We'll see you in the pickup line. We'll miss you. But still, so 2 things that are such an immensely huge part of my life since my children were born, basically, probably gone for a while, for a long while, till this is over. I feel like we've gone back down into lockdown. Anyway, when I read that email, I was out walking Ziggy. Sebastian wanted to stay home. It was very rare that I get to walk just alone since my husband was at home. He walked Ziggy after I took Sebastian up for his nap, but I had my turn and I was about to cry when I read it. It's just too much all at once, and I feel like everything was just being taken back away from us. But we went about our day. We did nap time and we decided to order some Mexican food because we just were really craving it. We ordered for myself, my husband, and Sebastian, and Jax just wants cheese quesadilla, so I just cooked that at home. We ate that and decided to take a walk. We went and did about 2.5 miles, and we were probably 20 minutes from home when I got a message request on Facebook Messenger. It was somebody from our neighborhood who I've tried to get those Legos from the one day, if you remember that vlog, she posted a big box of Legos. Somebody beat us by 5 minutes. We're like, oh man, I'm sorry we missed this, but thanks anyway. And the person who got it so kindly offered to split them with us. So we picked that up and we thanked both of them and we posted a picture of him. He was just so dang happy to get these. Later that day, somebody else in the neighborhood messaged me and offered him a bag of Legos from her college-age son's stash. And I was like, oh, people are so kind. So fast forward to today, we get a message from that original person. Her daughters, age 13 and 16, decided to pass on the rest of their Legos to Sebastian. They said if they were going to give them away, let's give them to that cute little boy. So I was like, well, we're already out walking. We walk all the time. We can come and get them. You don't have to drop them off. And she actually put them out right then. So Sebastian rallied. We walked the extra 5 minutes past our house. And it was this big bin. And he's like, oh my gosh, he's so happy. I mean, it wasn't as much as it looked like, because they were like built, like kits that were mostly built, kind of taken apart. But once I started like sorting through, we put the big pieces up on his table and broke up some of the smaller things. It only took one little drawer of his Lego sorter, so I just combined 2 drawers of Duplos to make space for those. He was so excited, and we saw the lady out walking her dog just like right out in the grass by her house. She's like, oh, you have the seagulls, and we got to talk and meet her doggy, and she's just so kind, and I totally feel where she's coming from. She's like, it's so hard to get rid of these because I would give them sets every Christmas and stuff, but the kids are growing up, they don't get played with. And I'm like, I feel you. I'm gonna be like that when I have to give away the Duplos in a year or so. He still builds a lot of trucks with them, and we enjoy them a lot, but pretty soon he's just gonna want the big boy Legos. But that really turned our day around a lot. Thank you, kind neighbor. Thank you, universe. It's gonna be a rough week, I think, for me, coming to terms with all these changes. I've got literally nothing on my calendar for gym classes. I'm going to have to figure that out all on my own. Go back to teaching him little classes on my own, like when we first went into lockdown. I'm trying to hype it up for him, and he's excited. And we'll take a lot more walks since we don't have to rush back to our gym class. I don't know. That's where I am, guys. Thanks for listening this far. I need to re-pinkify my hair. It's fading out. I just washed my hair so much, or my face so much, that these ones go back to bleached. Anyway, they're gonna be done soon. I need to get changed. This is my cute little sweatshirt that I ordered from Zulily when I ordered some fall boots. Yep, I got nothing else. It's 10 o'clock. They need to be in bed. Good night, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe and don't forget to wash your hands.